Now, if you've browsed YouTube lately and thought, why does everything just kind of feel the same? Well, you're not imagining it. The platform is now cracking down on what's called mass-produced or repetitive content, and the change could reshape what kind of content we see and who gets paid to make them.
Our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young, joining us now to explain what's going on here. Taylor, this feels more than just a simple policy tweak going on.
Yeah, this is big, whether it sounds like that from the headline or not. So YouTube's update isn't just about kind of cracking down on creators. Its goal is to kind of better the experience for everyone who uses its platform. And that means reducing AI spam, repetitive uploads, and shallow filler content while protecting authentic creators in the process. So while YouTube has long required monetized videos to be, quote, original, starting July 15th, it's stepping up its enforcement by using new technology to pin down and target inauthentic content that's clogging up feeds. The move comes after the media platform has faced ongoing backlash over repetitive content posted by users looking to make a quick buck by racking up views. Channels caught doing this moving forward could risk losing monetization privileges or have their accounts suspended. Now, YouTube hasn't given any specifics on how it plans to detect these videos, but industry experts are kind of speculating that they too could be using AI to combat AI, which is a similar thing that we've been seeing in other industries, really.
Okay, so what counts as mass-produced or inauthentic content that you mentioned, and is it something that's easy to kind of spot?
Yes and no. So even if you're not on YouTube, you've probably seen a lot of these videos because they've really crept their way onto Facebook and other platforms, TikTok, Twitter, X. So think, when I'm trying to explain what these videos are, it might be obvious once I explain it, but think of like an AI voiceover of a motivational speech. And it's on top of like a generic background, maybe stock footage of like a beach or a gym workout or a cityscape. And they're really popping up everywhere, and they tend to rack up views because on the surface level, they're inspirational tweets, right? Or videos. You might send them to a friend. But yeah, these are really just kind of mass-produced videos that are being kind of just posted out there in an effort to really rack up views and make money off of.
They're playing us like chumps.
They are.
All right, why is YouTube seeing this as a problem? Is it not good that they have more views?
So, I mean, in theory, YouTube is seeing these as an issue because they are uploaded in bulk. They take very little time to make, and they're kind of using bots to do this to again, rack up revenue. So these posts are kind of cluttering up YouTube's algorithm and taking the space away from original content creators. And just in the last 3 weeks, I've interviewed 3 content creators for my side hustle show on Queen City News Plus, and this is a real career for a lot of people. They spend a lot of time kind of crafting authentic storytelling, and they make money off of it. And for a lot of them, that's their main job. So YouTube is kind of seeing people using these AI bots to do this as cheating the system, and it's fed up with it.
But this is still really the beginning of AI-generated content,
yes.
right? But could we be seeing the end of that, or is this like a larger kind of potential crackdown that we're also seeing?
Yeah, I think that this is really kind of the start of a bigger trend of platforms kind of cracking down on this. Because look, YouTube is massive. It's extremely influential in terms of other platforms. So I think YouTube doing this is taking a big stance and kind of drawing a line in the sand, and I think we could see other platforms doing this. So yeah, I think that this is kind of the beginning, but it'll be interesting. I mean, AI is really taking over really every aspect of our lives, for the good or bad, and I think that this is one where we're seeing a company saying, not here, you're not going to clog up our feeds and take away the joy of why content creators kind of use our site, right? And why viewers come to our site, because we want that authentic storytelling.
You know, from the beginning we've talked about, though, everything in moderation. Even AI, I think, is the same thing. We've always said, don't use AI instead of authentic creativity. Use it as an assistance tool.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's what YouTube is kind of saying. We're going to punish you if you're using AI all on its own, but if you're using it as an assistance, maybe it's still allowed. So
and I do think that some of those motivational speeches aren't bad, you know? AI is getting better at
the motivational and the little historic videos with the AI voice.
We're all clicking
They're
on.
kind of addicting.
We're all clicking on.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor, thanks. Appreciate it.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.